All right, guys. So, as you guys know, as I've told you plenty of times, I have a baby. So today I wanted to be able to work remotely from home so I could help take care of it. And I have to come into work physically to do the lab. So what I did is I pre-recorded the lab. Today is Thursday. And I'm going to do number 3 and number 4 of your reaction. And I'm going to show you what that's supposed to look like. And then the idea being that I'll be here on the Zoom call if you have questions afterwards. So let's do reaction number 3. So for the color and the appearance of the reactants, what we have is calcium carbonate. And the directions tell us to put something that is about the size of a jelly bean onto the end of the scoopula. So, for your own sake, here is what calcium carbonate looks like. Make your observations, write it down in that first column for reaction number 3. Okay? Now put that into our test tube. Okay? And now it's down in there. All right, we also need to add some hydrochloric acid to it. So, I'm going to get my hydrochloric acid. Once I cap this up. And it says we need to add about 1 milliliter to it. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball this just to save us the time measuring everything. All right. Look for an evidence of a chemical reaction. You might be seeing it right now. Little evidence of a chemical reaction. I'll try to show you again, although hopefully it should be fairly obvious. Okay. Evidence of a chemical reaction. All right, now the directions tell us to light a wood splint and stick it about halfway down the tube. So let's do that right now. All right, here we go. As you can see, it's not exploding like last time, but it's actually kind of almost putting the flame out, and I can bring it back if I take it out. So what's happening here is I made a fire extinguisher, because one of the products in this is carbon dioxide, and so it's extinguishing the fire, and then once I take out the stick, the carbon dioxide goes away, and the oxygen replaces it in the surrounding air, and it relights on fire. If I was to feel this, it feels a little bit cold as well. Just something I want you to know. If you're interested in looking at what the end product looks like, it looks like that. Okay? All right, the next one is going to be reaction number 4. And it is going to involve copper 2 chloride, which I have right here next to me. This is what it looks like. And we're not going to use the whole bottle. We're just going to use some of it. As you can see, it has a certain color to it, certain blue color. All right. And all right, I'm going to, let me look at my directions, put in about 2 milliliters of copper 2 chloride into test tube. So I'm going to do that now. There's 1 squirt. And actually, I can turn the fire off. I don't need that anymore. And here's another one. And I'm going to do one more. Okay. So, once again, looks like this. All right. Now, I'm going to take some zinc. I'm going to put some in there. All right, zinc is Zn on the periodic table. Here's a bunch of pieces of zinc. It's gray in color. And I'm going to put this into the test tube. All right, so what do you notice? What sign of a chemical reaction is happening? There is one that's going on. There is a sign of a chemical reaction that's happening. Think about how things looked before. Think about how things look now. What sign of a chemical reaction is happening? Put it in that middle column for reaction number 4. All right, so I could tell you what's going on. Right now, the zinc, as you can see, is changing color a little. It's turning black. It used to be gray, now it's black. And you might also be noticing, and it'll look more like this over time, that the blueness in this solution is going away. That's because the copper is giving it that blue color. And the copper is being plated onto the zinc, which is taking that blueness out of the solution. And if I was to show you how this looks, maybe like 5 minutes from now, the color would be almost totally clear. All right, so with that being said, what I'd like you to do now is on your homework, so that way you can stay on pace, because remember we got another day of this afterwards. We'll do 2 more reactions. I want you to do this page that you're looking at right now. This is basically question number 3, and A, B, C, D, and E. I want you to do those. I want you to go ahead and write out what products are going to come out on the other side. And I want you to balance them as well. Okay? So go ahead and do that now. Again, as you can see, it's getting a little bit lighter with that blue color. All right, I will be in the Zoom call. If you have any questions, I can help you out. And that's it. You can go ahead and get started on that.